Well, his quest for love continues.
Yes, it does. We are talking about the black bear who's trekked across at least 3 states.
Now, a big blow to Cedar Rapids. Terex is shutting down its local plant, putting 170 people out of work. General Motors is shining the spotlight on its first electric car.
Yeah.
Jack, you should still be able to get a couple good rounds of golf in.
Oh, absolutely. Won't stop the golf.
A homeless man found dead at an Iowa City construction site has been identified.
Welcome back to the Backyard Barbecue. Jared has lost all control. He's got the whole bag of chips. He's not sharing with anyone.
Gone.
We're ready to dig in. Jack's already started here.
I always start. This is my traditional plate of food.
That's his second plate, actually.
It is not. Let's not start more nasty rumors. Like
He's going to have a hamburger after this, though, so.
I guess I had bigger hopes than what I'm going away with.
Flood victims say they're victims again, this time by their local governments. What city and local lawmakers are doing about the taxes for flooded properties.
A school official, a school counselor, somebody that this child interacted on a one-on-one basis.
He was trusted with children at an Eastern Iowa elementary school. How police say a school counselor took advantage of that trust. Trying to get their lives back from the floods of '08. People who lost everything to floodwaters say local tax collectors want even more.
Lynn County and Cedar Rapids leaders met today to talk about taxes on flood properties, and some of those owners are not happy at all with what they're hearing. CBS 2's Chris Jose is live.
Thanks so much, Chris. A man trusted to protect children is accused of molesting a boy in his own elementary school. Donald Lyle Clark was a counselor at Lemmy Elementary School when Iowa City police say he sexually assaulted an 11-year-old boy. It's not the first time that Clark has seen trouble. Last March, he was arrested for OWI second offense. Iowa City police say once in jail, Clark committed a sexual act on another prisoner. He was charged with indecent exposure following that incident. He resigned his position in the school the following month. Today, Iowa City Police and the Iowa City School District talked about the arrest and their next steps in the investigation. CBS 2's Robert Price has more on their investigation so far. Donald Clark faces up to 25 years behind bars. Meanwhile, the school district has planned a forum for parents to talk about this incident and other possible abuse. It's this Thursday from 7 to 9 at City High Auditorium. Thanks, Mace. Well, cleanup is still going on after the storms ripped across eastern Iowa last night. Now, Governor Chet Culver has issued a disaster declaration for Hardin County, the area left with the worst damage. At one point on Sunday, about 3,000 people were left in the dark in Hardin County. People in Lynn County also lost power with the second line of storms last night, but most of them are back online now. The debate over the cure for health care continues, not just in Washington, but right here at home.
It reads like something that was brought up in the early 1930s in Germany. It is not good for the brain.
Well, as you can hear, things got heated as people on both sides of the issue packed the primary health care center in Des Moines yesterday. They were there to hear Senator Tom Harkin talk health care reform. Harkin tried answering questions and concerns, but outbursts from the crowd did not make that easy. Many people disagree with how the government is handling the health care situation, but those who support the Democratic health care plan say the opposition isn't coming up with any ideas of their own. The health care debate is so heated, Democrats are doing everything they can to keep it under control. In his weekly address, President Obama fired back at opponents.
And let me start.
Now the Obama administration has launched a new website to battle what it calls wild rumors about healthcare reform, including an invitation for the public to tattle on any other myths that they come across. More showers are on the way. CBS 2 Chief Meteorologist Mace Michaels tells us who they'll hit and when. Travel through Cedar Rapids will be a little restricted this week. Road construction crews will close the right lane of eastbound US 30 between Kirkwood Boulevard and C Street from Tuesday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. pretty much all day long. The closure is needed to pave the new auxiliary lane from the Kirkwood Boulevard entrance ramp to eastbound US 30 and the new exit ramp from US 30 to C Street. Another closure this week, but this one's for foot traffic. The Cedar River Trail in Cedar Rapids is closed this week from 29th Street to 42nd Street. Crews are working to complete flood damage repairs to the trail. If the weather holds out, the work should be completed in 6 days. And non-traditional students flock to Kirkwood College, while more adults are in the classroom. Nice to see some nice days in there, especially Such a rough weekend.
Yeah, days to dry out, we need that.
Exactly.
We'll take it. Mace, thanks. Causing deadly flooding and mudslides.
Wow, dozens of people are dead, hundreds missing, and nearly 1 million people have evacuated to safety after Typhoon Morakot hit Taiwan. Here you can see those floodwaters sweep away an entire building in a village in the southern part of the country on Saturday. Meanwhile, a mudslide caused by the typhoon engulfed an entire mountain village, burying up to 600 people. In the town of Chipen, one of southern Taiwan's oldest and most famous hot springs resorts, a hotel collapsed as floodwaters washed out the soil and land under its foundations. It's believed the hotel had been completely evacuated before its collapse. This is the worst flooding seen in Taiwan in 50 years.
Kids aren't the only ones heading back into the classrooms this fall.
No sirree. With record unemployment rates, many adults are heading back to school too. Kirkwood Community College says its enrollment went up nearly 20% this fall. The unemployment rate hit 9.4% last month, leaving many adults wanting to enter the workforce in a different field. Kirkwood says they're handling the increase in students by adding more sessions and night classes. Alrighty.
Oh, the dry out. It's going to be nice.
Absolutely.
And the humidity may be down a little bit, at least to start.
All right. Thanks, Mace. Join us tonight at 9 and 10.
See ya.